that is red.
Now, the goal umpires are the only two people in the Southern Hemisphere that have got to 12, but they're the ones scores we have to go by.
Start of the third term here. David Mensch straight into the ruck for the third quarter, up against Edge, and he gets it down, but Hahn roves it. Oliver puts the tackle on. He loses the football in the tackle. Edge comes on, left foot kick, very World Cup style, does nicely. Gets it towards half forward. Sees runs past it. Sessions there as well. Sees over the top of it. And still trying to bundle it out. He does so. He gets it away. A good tackle. That's a punce, isn't it? He got it free, said the umpire. Gee whiz, he had prior.
It's been a punce-free day, actually.
It has. One punce. I'm very disappointed. Not as disappointed as Andrew Lee walking in with that ankle there.
I saw a couple of punces over there having lunch. Don't worry about that.
So ball comes back towards, sees from the ruck contest, goes towards the 10-metre square. Oh, dangerous. Duggan put a good tackle on.
Oh, he's handballed to him.
Bowl has stolen it, if you don't mind, and put his second on the board, and a quick start for the Lions. He kicks his second, and a minute played already. 9-4. 9-4-58. They lead Winch 2-12.
We really need Smithy here.
2-12-23.
None of us are qualified to operate the Eric Nichols timepiece.
Oh, you forgot again.
3 out of 3. We're going well here.
Not even going to start at the last quarter.
just gonna guess. Yes. Great start for the Lions.
You know what? I know it's all team building and whatnot, but you're right. It's a real miserable, sad sight seeing Leakey walk all the way around the boundary with ice on his ankle. Get in, mate. Get the ice on. Have a shower. Get warm. Don't stay out there. No point.
You won't get him away from that bench till the end of the last minute of the game.
Well, his ankle will be right for next week, but he'll have the flu.
Yeah, correct. Back in the middle. Mensch gets the tap out against Bowl. Coming through was Murphy. Couldn't get the ball up, though. Goes through. Hambrook underneath that, working hard underneath Bonner. Little give out to Gurison. He goes wide. Edwards intercepts, though. Gets the kick round the corner. Slipped over at the vital moment. Did the Belmont Lions play a good tackle there from Tom Stevens. And there's the second punce. We've been waiting for one.
Well, I tell you what, they got it 3 times, Winchelsea, and they were smothered and everything. They're just doing everything, Belmont. Everything you're supposed to do, that's what they're doing.
Tom Stevens, I don't reckon he was within 5 metres, that bloke that came from behind. That should have been a 50-metre penalty for mine. It was outside the zone. But Edwards has it, centre-half back for the Lions, and he'll go out to the outer side looking for Edge. And Edge will take the mark. Right now into the centre of the ground, works the ball back, goes straight up the middle, centre-half forward. Sesson backing into it, sees over the top. Little handball give was intercepted, but they'll work it away, will the Blues, but not too far because Hambrook's going to come back and take the mark on the half-forward flank. Hambrook for the Lions. Gets a lead, sends it in forward, looking for Blair, I think, underneath it. Bowl underneath. He gives it to Blair, weaves one way, ducks his head, probably gets one a little bit high. There's another.
You just said you haven't seen many. You've seen 3 in 3 minutes.
They've popped them out now. Comes into the middle of the Gurison. True centre-half back position. There's no runners really happening. Oliver, though, does the work, comes forward, kicks over the top of Sawney's head, spills out the back. Working there underneath it was McClure. He couldn't get it away. Little give now. Comes out to from Beath. He'll work it up centre wing. I think the boundary line's going to win on the full. And the ball will go to Bonner in front of the scoreboard and the Belmont Lions bench. Kane Bonner for Winchelsea. Gives a little chip and the umpire. He's kicked it into the umpire's made him bring it back and kick it over his mark. I don't see the point of that sometimes.
Because that's the rules.
I know.
You've got to abide by the rules.
But if he went sideways now, it'd be all right.
They don't put the rules in place sometimes, though.
No, they don't sometimes, but he's blown time off. Once he's blown time off, you can't play on.
Chairman of the umpires, he's back.
Which wouldn't worry to us because we didn't have our clock going anyway.
Fowler comes inbound and finds Tom Stevens.
Hey, you deal with the special comments over there. We'll deal with the time.
Yeah, we've got the technology.
Well, not for long, because if you keep buggering it up, I'm going to have to take over that too.
Tom Stevens comes forward on a good mark there by Sesson. Drifted forward at centre-half forward. Sees a lead on. Good lead, and the mark will be taken there by Tricky, I think that might be. Indeed it is. Bo Tricky has taken the mark just inside the arc, so he'll probably kick from about 45.
Is Higgins back out there?
No.
I haven't seen him.
Hasn't come back since that injury?
No.
Tell you what, you're down 1 rotation, you're in trouble. Down 2 rotations, you're in all sorts of disaster.
So Bo Tricky to try and reverse the trend here for the Winchelsea Blues. Slide angle, kicks from 45. He's pulled that one across too.
Never looked like it.
Missed all the sticks. No score. 9-4 Belmont Lions, 2-12 Winchelsea.
2-12 and 3 out of bounds, I reckon.
Yeah, correct.
Today.
Yeah.
So, waiting for the footy to come back now. It is. And they play on the Lions from towards Fisher. Dangerous kick.
Oh, he's whacked him too.
Oh, you keep an eye on that. Edwards is having a crack with Drew Stephen. And the ball about 20 metres away from where these two are actually going.
There'll be
Hammer
a
and
report
Tom
here, at
here.
least a free kick.
And right on the boundary line, the umpire wants the ball. The ball's gone in there. Chris Garrison's taken the ball in. Now, Tom Stevens trying to give it a free kick. Well, it's going to tipping, obviously, so they're just going to break free, and the ball's gone to Winch. I don't know how the free kick happened, but anyway.
I do.
It did. So, Mackenzie goes up, falls towards Holmer. McClure through the middle, 10 metres out, kicks the goal. Well, that's the best way to stop the fight.
Trent McClure.
Trent McClure kicks the goal. And that is the third for Winchelsea. They go to 3-12-30. They trail Belmont Lions 9-4-58. That's on the Durante Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 6 minutes played.
Commentary for the tribunal. Club?
Ah,
Or Sergeant Schultz. I saw nothing.
Maybe, but what happens is, as you all know, the retaliator always gets caught. The Winchelsea bloke started, there's no doubt about that. When they were wrestling, the Belmont boy got him high. As soon as you get him high, the umpire will pay a free kick, and that's what the free kick was for. Why he had to go at the Winchelsea bloke, I'll keep to myself. But it was pretty ordinary.
So off hands now, ball back in the middle. Winchelsea back into attack straight away. McClure leading, but was pushed under the ball there. And a good mark by Atkinson for the Belmont Lions. He's going to go out wide, and he is going to find Bogan. Bogan with the ball. Half-back flank, outer side of the ground. Kicks long. Goes towards true centre-half forward. Was Bowl underneath it. Couldn't bring the ball to ground, the little fella. Comes off hand. Sesson with the ball for the Blues. Sells a bit of candy. Oh, good tackle. That's got to be the punts. It is not.
Well, he got a handball to it, I think.
Bowl gets the ball away. Mensch drifts back, though. Gets in the way of that. Comes off hands. Round the back. Ball now comes back to Sesson. He misses Mensch altogether. Looking for Gurison. It's gone through Gurison's hands and then almost through his legs. Comes off hands. Hahn with the ball. He goes out wide. Finds Edge. Edge sees a little lead to Jackson, but it didn't. The kick didn't oblige Jackson, and it has gone out of bounds. Deep in the pocket. Belmont Lions attacking end, southern end of the ground. So 7.5 minutes gone to Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard. 9-4-3-12. As the umpire brings the ball back into play. Fisher. Mensch arriving late to the party. He'll get the work. He gets the tap down. Comes off hands. It was Oliver slung in the tackle. Went through Harrison's legs. Over the top there for the Belmont Lions. Working back now into attack was Edwards. He's driven the ball long. He's looking for Jackson leading there. Flied up over the top. Matheson underneath it. He's working hard. He's going to use the boundary line. Umpire says throw the ball in. Cricket nets. End, Southern's end of the ground.
So boundary throw in. Belmont into attack. Winch finding it hard to get it up forward at the moment. Oh, Mensch just used the body nicely, used the hands nicely. Now Gurison wrapped up, not going anywhere. 35 out from the Lions goal. We'll have another ball up. Give me something, Grubby, please. Give me something.
Well, it's just stalled again in the first few minutes of each quarter to do that. I thought Winch might have got a fair bit of momentum from that goal from McClure, but it's just gone back to a wrestle again. And they can't afford that to happen.
Ruck contest went up and down, fell into the arms of Blair, and the umpire will do it all again. No, not going anywhere at the moment. Is that your mate down there, Grub?
Where?
Down here. I think it might be.
Who?
Ball. Guy with the Metricon on. You have a look. See who it is. Ball from the contest. Bonner. Handballs it away to Mensch. Gives it away to Sesson. Handballs over the top to Bonner. They're outside. Or Oliver it is. Outside 50 now. Goes long towards a vacant centre wing position. And Beath gets across there. Can't keep it in. It certainly is. Dale's favourite umpire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Must be in retirement.
No, there's no.
Don't go there.
Now, Dale doesn't have favourite umpires at all.
Boundary throw in.
He wasn't he savage last week, that's Vinny.
Oh, yeah. Boundary throw in. We'll tell him he's at Bell Park. You go and meet him there. Gurison front and centre, wrapped up, not going anywhere. And the ball is going to be balled up on centre wing.
There's no way.
Grubby's gone. He's lost it. He's lost it completely.
Ball up, Holmer, gets it down hard, roves it, does well, gets away, gets the handball free as well. And they go through Hambrook, long towards half forward, past Jackson, at the back of the pack, Bordavalis. He sees it over the line. 45 around from the Belmont Lions goal. Wait till we tell Dale. He'll love that.
I know how the big fella's going. He would have got the right into that buffet, I reckon.
Actually, at three-quarter time, give him a call, Grub, see how he's going.
See if you get an answer.
Boundary throw in. Mensch goes up, side of the pack. Winchelsea just can't try and break free from half back here at the moment because good work by Watkins again. Gives it away. Back to Watkins as well. Came from Edwards. Goes towards half forward. The big fella goes up, sees. Can't. Roved at the front by Duggan. Torpedo punt. Comes back with the breeze. And Jackson doesn't take the mark inside the field of play. Through for one behind. So they got a 9-5.
Yep.
59. Belmont. They lead Winch 3-12-30. Durante Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard. 10.5 played.
Straight up the middle of the ground he goes, looking for Oliver and finds him right in the centre of the ground. Great kick in by the Winchelsea player. Goes out wide and it'll be Tom Stephen leading in the race for the ball if he can get it to bounce. Tackled straight away though by Livesey. He's hard at it. He held on to him too long though. Held on to him far too long after the ball, but doesn't matter. It's come back in the middle and Oliver will drift back. Comes forward and finds Mensch. Mensch drifts up from the centre half back position. Takes the ball on. Shrugs off the player. Only just. Back to Oliver. He goes out wide. Looking for Bonner. Bonner takes the ball. Out there might have been Budavalis, I think it was. He's gone long in forward now, looking for McClure. He comes up with the ball, McClure. Handballs at his mate's ankles, though. That's not where you're going to get it, and the ball's going to be wrapped up by the Belmont Lions player. The umpire says ball it up right in front of the social rooms here at Winter Reserve. 9-5, 3-12. Up goes the ball. Two players fly for the ball. Bursting through was Holmer to Sawney. Sawney into an open goal and goal. So Winch mounting a small charge. That would be Sawney's second. And Winchelsea 4 goals, 12-36. Belmont Lions 9-5. DeGrande Cycling Sports scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
Yeah, look, they're not out of it yet, Winch. If they can just keep this up, kick the odd goal. We commented before on how Holmer played last week. He's been down a bit today, but he's still just done those couple of nice things to get him back in it. They need the next two, and all of a sudden we've got a game on our hands again.
So,
they lost the ball again.
Oh,
no, there it is. There it is. He's got it.
He's got it back to the middle. Mensch and edge. Mensch takes it out of the ruck contest. Handballs over the top to Bonner to run onto it. Needs to get around a couple. Does so. Kicks it towards inside 45. Holmer comes out on a long lead. Got a couple against him. Tried to keep it in front. Ran out of room though. Oh, be careful.
Very slippery along there.
Yeah.
He was being careful and he went down anyway.
Yeah, he did. Boundary throw in.
They can't afford to lose another one, Winch.
No way. 25 around from the, 30 around from the Winchelsea goal. Boundary throw in. Holmer goes up over the back edge to the front of the pack. McClure got his hands free, but then the ball chopped off by Lovett. Edge through the middle. Held on to by Bonner. Stolen it from him. Gives it to Holmer. Gives it away to Oliver. Dangerous. They're under pressure. Coming at him was Walsh. Put him to the ground. Oh, geez, high tackle there on Edwards. Lovett gets it and gets it free with the kick towards centre half forward.
Isn't he a good player?
Stood in the marking contest and put the arms up and took the grab. Back into the centre square. Now he goes out wide, kicks it directly to the just over the head, really, of Bogan. He was lucky. Falls to Oliver. Gets Stephen in support. Got a bit of time. Got to set it up.
Oh, hello. There's a free kick behind play. It's going to go to Winch.
Behind play?
Yeah, Stephen.
He was dragged off it, but...
Was dragged off the footy by Bogan, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. As Oliver was trying to make a play. So it comes back to Tom Stephen.
Might not have been to their advantage.
No, it wasn't.
Called to play on now. 45 out. Drives it long towards the teeth of goal. Dunkley fourth in line. Can't claim that.
I thought he marked
Atkinson. Livesey to break free. Does well in the back pocket. Drives it long towards centre wing. Murphy has to mark it. Can't do so. And now it falls to the back. Walsh to run onto it. Now they're free. Bounce doesn't sit for him though. He picks it up.
You got a bloke on,
around. Gives it to Beath. Beath at half forward. Measures the pass. Not good enough there. Murphy comes back in support. Kicks it back towards Oliver at half back. Needs to trap it and get rid of it because he's under pressure. Gives it away to Bonner. Rides a tackle. Gives the handball away to Budavalis. Gives it away to Murphy by hand. Back to Matho. Matho's kick around the corner. Just okay to Stephen. 45 out from the Lions goal. He trips as he slips as he tries to get rid of the football. And the ball out wide, close to the boundary line. Pack develops. Umpire will come in and ball it up.
Belmont Lions play down at centre half back.
Will you just let me do my job, mate?
So
Belmont Lion player down.
Set half forward. Mensch from the ruck contest gets it down towards Stephen. Puts the tackle on. Back towards Mensch again. Edge. He got ripped off the football. Oliver at the back. Goes to the right foot kick around the corner. Kicks it into Winter Reserve number 2. Out of bounds on the full, so free kick to the Lions. They lead 9-5-59. Winchelsea 4-12-36 to Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes played.
They're going a lot better, the Blues. I reckon when Walsh went through there and they had a bloke on, earlier in the game, that was a goal. But Winch have just tightened up their defence. They've just got a hand in there, and otherwise they're in trouble. And Winch are playing a lot better, and they're not out yet.
The ball being brought back.
Tell you what, though, a couple of weeks ago I couldn't understand how the hell Belmont Lions ever beat Inverleigh. I can understand it now.
Yeah. They played this sort of footy.
Yeah, I can really understand it.
So, that was actually out of bounds on the full by the looks of things. So the Belmont Lions player.
Well, that's what normally happens when it goes into Winter Reserve number 2, you
I thought it bounced in. Sezen can't take the mark, but he'll get the resulting free kick. Straight away, Mackenzie sells a little bit of candy, streams through the middle, going long, looking for Sawney. Sawney, it went a little bit long for him. He couldn't take it. Can he keep it in play? No, he cannot, and it will go out straight in front of the Jet sign there.
They rely on him so much, don't they? He's been brilliant this quarter, Mackenzie, and they look a better side already.
So the ball will be brought in probably about 25, 30 metres around from the Winchelsea goals, and they need to snag another one here to get a little bit closer. The ball back into play. Holmer and Fisher comes over the top. It was Bonner. Bonner, can he get the kick away? He does, but it wasn't a good one. Smothered off the boot. Kept in by Sawney. Worked around the boundary line. Belmont Lion players flood back.
Out.
And out of bounds again. Pushed back in there by Naishishi, which is a really hard name to say. Love it. Love it, number 2. Not Stephen Lovett. So 5-10 metres around again from the Winchelsea goals. Ball will be brought back into play. Fisher and Holmer again. Holmer works to the front. Went straight underneath it. Came off to Drew Stephen. He turns the ball round his body. Is it going to bounce through?
Touched.
No, rushed it will be. 4-13.
But it must have been awfully close.
4 goals, 13. Winchelsea 9-5.
Oh!
The Belmont Lions.
Kick in. Vi Edwards just got
gone
there to
out.
say,
He's gone out.
Gone.
No awareness whatsoever.
Play on advantage, tipping, 45 out, goes for goal. Close, McClure thought about not marking
Oh,
it.
he marked it.
He did.
One-handed.
One-handed. Hey, I'll do my job, you do yours. McClure.
Yeah, well, you got to do it properly, though.
I always do it properly. McClure takes the mark.
Oh, was that you? Oh.
You idiot. You're an idiot. McClure kicks the goal.
Captain's goal.
Yes. So McClure kicks his second. And the 5th for Winchelsea. They go to 5-13-43. They trail Belmont Lions 9-5-59 to Granny Cycling Sport. Third quarter scoreboard, 17.5 minutes played.
Well, as I said, they've lifted a hell of a lot, Winch. But, all right, we've seen Belmont now. We've seen the new Belmont. We've seen them get away to a good start. We've seen them get into the front. Now let's have a look how they handle pressure, because the pressure now is right back on the Belmont Lions after probably, 3 unanswered goals. The pressure's on them. Let's see how they handle it and see if they can kick a couple and just show us how much they have improved.
Back in the middle of the ground. Holmer's gone into the middle, into the ruck. Up goes Edge. He gets the tap down. Comes off hands. Bursting through as Oliver drives the ball forward again for the Winchelsea side, looking for McClure again. And the skipper gets the ball knocked out of his hands. It will roll out of bounds.
But all of a sudden, Mackenzie, Oliver.
Oliver's got leather poisoning
yes,
in his
he has
quarter.
this quarter. I reckon Holmer's done a couple of really nice things down there. We saw him last week. The little bloke, Sawney. They've all lifted like they had to do.
Oh, geez, there's some colourful boots out there. Back in the ball comes now.
It was colourful in the rooms at half time.
Edge gets the tap down, came to Fisher. Fall on it. Venables got one fair square in the back. Umpire didn't see that. Lots of appeals for it. The umpire says, give it to me.
You see him in there? I thought it was a corroborate.
Up goes the ball. Edge again gets the ball down. Venables can't pick the ball up. Offhand, Stevens kicks it around the corner. Comes to Fisher. He's well tackled. Comes to Edge. Then to Edwards. He's got nowhere to go, though. He's got to go to a one-on-one contest. And he does. It's Harrison. He gathers the ball. Turns on a dime. Gives it over the top to Livesey. Can't make the same mistake. Comes back to Harrison. Misses the target. Oh, fell over just at the wrong moment. Did Xavier Fowler. Right on the boundary line, and it's dribbled out and will be thrown in.
That's where it's at its most slippery. So they're all falling over right near that boundary line.
Right that spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Running off the hill.
19 and a half gone. Edge again. Speaking of tap downs, he's got most of them today, to be fair to say. Beath runs through the ball, can't get it away though, and it will be recovered by Tom Stephen. He sends the ball out wide towards Venables. He's going to lead in the race for the ball against Bogan, but I reckon the boundary line might beat them both. Indeed it does, and it'll be thrown in out of sight of the ground.
So 9-5-59 Belmont. Lead Winch 5-13-43. 3 unanswered goals in this term to the Blues. Boundary throw in. Half forward for the Winchelsea side. Mensch up against Fisher. Coming in third in line and taking it away was Timms for the Belmont Lions. They break free on centre wing. They get around a couple. They were slamming. Sam said no, they're out of bounds.
And I tell you what, the way he went through at 100 mile an hour could have only been one bloke, and that'd be Hahn.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bloke go at the ball that hard with a bit of class to boot.
Absolutely, yeah. So boundary throw in. Centre wing on the outer side.
Now, the boy we saw at West, he was just mad as a snake. But this bloke's got some class.
So over the back, punched away to the front in the end. Bonner clearing kick only as far as Timms. His handball over the top to Edge. Gets his hands free. Gets it away to Lovett. Comes out the back. Garrison gives it away by hand. Now goes to Tricky. He gives it further afield to Holmer. Runs it centre half forward. On the left, 50 out. Pops it up. McClure works his way to the front. At the back, though, Hambrook gets it away. In fact, it's Beath. Livesey to come in and help out. He leaves it behind. Oliver has been inspirational. His handball over the top to Sawney. Had it and cooked it before he got it. Goes to Harrison. Gets around one. Gets around two. Gets it away to Edwards. Measures the pass to Beath on half back by himself. Can run free. Kick it inboard towards Lovett. Sets the task. He picks it up. Handballs it further afield. The crowd, the loose man. Goes to Canning. Right half forward. Drills it towards 2-on-2. So over the back, Duggan punched away. Matheson there as well. Big Matho gives it away. Kicks it out wide. It's okay. Bonner has to stand tall. Couldn't take the mark. Bogan gets a kick away. Might be okay. 45 out and closing. Hahn goes towards the square. Can't quite take the mark in the square for Belmont. They've got the numbers. Winch if they can pick the footy up. Fowler in the back pocket. Handballs it back to Sezen. Got one anyway for his trouble, I think.
Again, he won't pay advantage now. So, again, that probably at a disadvantage to the Winchelsea side. But it was half of your glass full, half empty with that kick from Belmont. It just wasn't quite... You didn't know whether to pass it or kick a goal.
So Fowler's got the free kick. Back pocket for Winch. Garrison gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Going to be a tough task. Good mark. Oh, no mark. 3 on 1.
It was.
The Lions. Blair back inboard. Kicks, Sezen, 2-on-1, goes towards Mackenzie. Jackson does pretty well. Under pressure, Bortavalis gets the kick back towards the corridor. No mark taken, handball. Numbers, Fowler, blind turns himself. Okay. Goes out wide to Mackenzie, over his head. Tricky with him. If it sits, he's okay. Mackenzie can't pick it up, though. Close to the boundary line. Might be the best thing for him, I think. In the end, it is. It's over for a throw-in. Centre wing, out of side.
Unlike Mackenzie to not pick that up, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it was unlike Mackenzie. That last shot at goal from Belmont, that Mackenzie should have been on. He backed his judgment. For once in his life, it did come back to the bloke on his own.
23 minutes played, third term. 59 playing 43. Mensch and Edge. Edge gets it down. Second attempt as well. Okay, Hahn, the don't argue, and gets the kick away. Goes towards half forward. Jackson goes up. Punched away Bortavalis. Front and centre was okay from... Belmont. Matheson stood there, couldn't take the mark. Oh, under pressure, gives it away. And Canning gets the kick towards the goal square. Sezen gets it close to the boundary line. They just measure the pass. It's okay. And standing and taking the mark is Dunkley for Winch.
Well, no Cogsy.
No Cogsy. Well, there was nothing to bring over. Dunkley with the ball. Goes up the outer wing. He's looking for Mensch, but the more athletic Edge will get there first. Comes off hands. Hahn in underneath the ball, trying to get it released. Can't get it out. Umpire says, give it to me. Thought it might have been coming then, because Hahn dragged it back in. The umpire will restart.
No, he was standing up, though, when he started.
So Mensch, Edge, gets a little kick over the top, comes to Bonner. Bonner off hands, Drew Stephen. He goes out wide there, and he finds Dunkley. Dunkley brings the ball around. Holmer got one hand to it, couldn't quite bring it to ground. Gurison gets a handball away, puts his man Dunkley under extreme pressure, tackled hard to the ground. Bonner over the top. Belmont Lions players falling on a whistle on play.
And now he's called advantage.
How's that advantage?
No, he's made a blue there, the boy.
Venables, he's advantage to a 5-on-1 contest. Edwards with the ball. Edwards brings it over the top there, and he'll find Atkinson. Atkinson gets the kick away. Little one from Tave Sawney as he got rid of it. Blair couldn't bring the ball to ground, so it comes over the back. It'll be Holmer for Winchelsea now, right in front of the commentary position. Turns back inboard now. Not a good kick, sends it in. Bounces has to be clever. Edwards with the ball. He gets it over the top. Little give and go. Ball goes out wide, looking for, and good mark there by
Canning, I think.
Canning, is it? It is indeed. Canning, centre wing, right in front of his commentary position, right behind him. He kicks the ball, sends it down the line, looking for Seas. Oh, over the top goes McKenzie. Takes the mark. Yes, the mark's been paid. I thought the boundary umpire was going to get involved then. McKenzie, great mark, sends the ball.
Oh, he's not going to.
The boundary. I thought the boundary umpire got involved. I thought he did. And it's going to be a ball in. Says McKenzie took one grab inside and the other grab outside. Good mark for mine.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to differ from the umpire because I honestly can't see whether if that did happen. But, geez, if that's good, just pay it.
Pay it. It looks good, exactly. Mensch gets the tap down. Comes off hands. Hahn in there again. God, he does some in and under work hard, and the boundary line will be the winner once more. 25, nearly 26 minutes gone. 9-5 to 5-13. Belmont Lions favour, but it's been a quiet quarter for Lions on the scoreboard. Mensch comes through. He gets a big punch away. Comes to Drew Stephen. Kicks the ball round his body. Looking for Holmer. Goes straight through Holmer's hands.
You marked him last week, you mongrel.
Absolutely. We've pumped his tyres up, but he hasn't given us the same today. That'd be fair to say. Jason's going on. Is that the bloke you were talking about?
I was waiting to see the Whitley medalist today.
Goes off hands. And that was Timms it was that got the ball around, but it's going to be out of bounds on the full, and the ball will go to tipping. Mensch comes from centre half back.
Oh, he's going to make him go back over the mark.
Again.
Now, I'm not quite sure whether that one is actually right because he marked it and then just played on.
It was a free kick.
And he hadn't played.
It was out of bounds in the full.
Sorry, it was out in the full, and he just played on, and there was no time on blown. So I don't think that was right that time.
I saw that a few weeks ago at a GFL game, and I was standing next to the umpire's coach, and I said, "What was that for?" And he said, "I don't know."
Yeah, but it really, Mensch was on his own.
Comes off hands, it's come to Sawney. He kicks round his body.
Oh, it's hit the post.
Poster for Tave Sawney. He would have been his third. Winchelsea go to 5 goals, 14. Is it bad kicking? He's going to let him down. 9-5, the Belmont Lions. 27 minutes gone on the Grandy Cycling Sports scoreboard.
Edwards, fullback. Got Bogan out wide if you can see him here. He's a good kick too, so he just chips it in short. He's okay. Running the clock down, gives it to Timms. I want to be careful with this sort of play. Yeah. This is not their normal type of play.
Not what they've been doing today.
Up, and Atkinson takes the mark at half back by himself.
Well, they let him sit there and take that for you. He shouldn't be doing that.
No.
This is Mensch. You could blow out a bushfire at the moment. He's puffing.
So Atkinson down the line towards centre wing. Off hands. Hambrook at the front was good. Got it away towards Beath. And Oliver. He's had a good third quarter.
He has.
Defending and attacking, and he sees it over the line at half back.
And I'm going to change my mind on that boundary umpire with McKenzie's mark. If he did grab it inside and the second grab outside, they're the rules and a bloody good decision if he got it right.
Boundary throw in. Sezen in front. Rove by Murphy. Got free. Handball over the top to Bonner. Just leaves it in the end for his teammate running past and sets him a task. The umpire comes in, ball up.
No punts.
Centre wing, tipping it was. No punts. Doesn't like the punts, the big fella.
No, and I'll tell you what.
Not a fan of the punts.
Bonner actually handed it to him. It could have been hold the ball for that.
Mensch got it down. Bonner's there. Oliver through the middle. Needs some support. Stephen. Bonner.
They're fighting each other.
They're fighting. Now, ball over the top. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Stephen was away there too. Bonner just put his hand in. Left it for took it away from Stephen.
At least they all want the footy.
That's exactly right. David Mensch should be happy about that. Now Mensch thumps it away towards Dunkley. Still in the middle of the ground. And the umpire will come in. Another ball up. 29 minutes played. Third term. Ball up again. Mensch done most of the ruck work in this third term. He goes up and gets it down to Tipping. He's kick smothered. Back to Bonner. Short little kick around the corner past Stephen. Dunkley's there as well. Handball was okay to Tipping. Running past from half forward. Long to Holmer. Take the mark now, Whitley medalist. No,
never got a finger to it.
He might be able to do the roving work. He'll go back and get it himself. Close to 50. Gets it around. Loses the football. Bowl in the middle. Does well. Handball. Outboard to Beath. They run free. Lions go towards half forward. Blair gives him a lead. Takes the mark. Mate, under pressure.
That Beath was fan. He actually took the ball from Holmer's hands as he ran through Beath. That was brilliant footy. He's about half the size of him. Put his body in. Beautiful footy.
Blair left half forward. Southern end of the ground, just holding it up. Goes now with a left foot kick. 55 out. Good kick too. Towards the teeth of goal. Over the back. The smallest man nearly had it, which was Bowl. He's pushed over the line. Oh! And he's run into the... there was a sign across the cricket pitch area.
Chain, I think it might be.
Is it a chain as well?
It might be.
And he has run...
He's garroted himself.
Straight into it, and
he's up there.
Got up like there's no tomorrow. It's
I think he's all right. He's all right.
It didn't look good. It didn't look good.
Look at the sign still swinging.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's still swinging. But all right, what's going on here?
Free kick for Shepherd in the ruck contest to David Mensch. So Menchie will take the free kick.
One bloke gets hung by a chain and the other bloke gets a free kick in the ruck. I can't believe that. He was actually pushed in the middle of the back to get it.
He was. So Mensch short to Oliver at centre-half back, takes the mark. Looking for some runners. He hasn't got any past him, so he plays on. Goes to the outer side, looking for Sezen. Have to be a good kick because he's surrounded. He's probably happy that he's out of bounds, I reckon. 9-5-59, Belmont lead Winch 5-14-44. We've been playing 30.5 minutes in the third term.
So out of sight of the ground from our commentary position. Ball comes back into play. Sezen will do the ruck work against Edge. Edge, again, has been accused of pushing out, and the ball will go to Sezen. Comes around the back to McKenzie. McKenzie takes the kick and goes wide outside looking for Tricky. And once again, the boundary line will be the winner. Slamming Sam Marably's a long way from that one, so you'll have to make his way around.
Werribee up by 14.
Holding well. Well, they'll be on the same points as Winchelsea at the end of tonight. The way things are going. So ball back into play. Half forward flank. Came off hands, Holmer off the back. He's going to do his own roving work. Puts the ball high in the air. Venables underneath it. Comes over the top as Venables and Liversail. I think it might have been. Fisher came in late. Umpire says ball it in. Goes into a somewhat vocal sponsors group. Fair enjoying their proceedings they were today.
By the sounds of it, they ate most of the chicken nuggets too, did they, Grub?
I tell you what, Andrew, you're right. They might be on the same points, but I tell you what, Bannockburn, you know, will come home hard, and Winchelsea aren't out of this either. Don't worry about that.
Ball comes back in. Edge and Holmer. Holmer gets the tap down, but it's Beath who does the hard work again. Takes one bounce, runs it right across the goal square. Comes out wide, dangerous kick. Underneath and looking for that was Atkinson. Brings the ball to ground. Sawney in there late. Comes off hands, little give and go. Sawney trying to give space to Gurison. Couldn't do so though. Oh, Gurison jumped on Gurison's back, rode him to the ground like a horse. No free kick though. Umpire says give it to me. Big crowd of players around the ball. Up it goes. Edge gets the tap down. Little kick off the back. Tipping's in there. Breaks through one.
Siren.
Siren goes. Didn't actually even hear it. But the siren has gone. So Belmont Lions leading 9 goals, 5. 59 the Belmont Lions. Winchelsea